Gambian Talents Promotion.
Jaliba Manding.
Corona muna muto nyaledi. Nkal jalolu nada kanyene badie. Animpana mwa million jama. Wale pengo ke kagola bayi. Wangorukan. Jaliba vele ninja lolu nada. Ninja lolu nada kanyene senenda.
Jali nene suso Mandinka.
Fankanta hanjawuya se fankanta yesi nyolu kanta ninna fa fomu fankanto leti alunata
Def ndaw wala
ngi doomu adama vaccine nañ corona lu am la fagaro gen fajo ajalel ñu dem vaccine moy li ñuy
Lena Jola
kan wajupo deni laya ubaj muja COVID-19 epengo we engole no esontene bare petanga
Sora Jali Mandinka Rich
Jankaroni manita Alina katanga vaccine onyinta Soyons sérieux avec ces vaccins Si on se donne la main Facile tant gagner courant
Mandinka
Alina ta Vaccino me batuka Allah alingata wale bentangala na alingata me vaccino me batuka Allah alingata wale bentangala
Tata Dinding Mandinka.
Pengota Pengota nyine Pengota wale ndandi kama koi kan
Boba Dulu Fula
imi ime yeto yemo leki kingarija nagor kuma debo ime joni kundandai
Jakos Manjago.
Well, sorry for that, and we are back again in our studios, and I'll just allow Maimuna to briefly, greet our wonderful viewers out there. Abalanyo Tamala, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you seem to be happy.
Yes.
Lupa.
No more content. I have a great weekend. Yes.
Amazing. The father one ST that you know, Maimuna mom the father ST Maimuna the far feature sika VIP. We can have it at ko.
Mune Iwadu mune duma ohate Iwadu. Assalamu alaikum mbokk yi nekk di seetaan Gambian Talents ñu ngi nuyu ku nekk ci turam ak santam saa su nekk rek ni lañ ko defee Birr Gambia show bi bàyyi ko from Gambian Talents TV Monday to Thursday bàyyi ko waxtu wi ñu fas yéene waxtaanee lu am solo lépp li nga xam ne moo nekk di lëmbe réew mi li nga xam ne moo nekk di happen ci dëkk bi so comme nu ko Aïssa waxee rek xam ne ci jamono bi ñu ngi ci jamono parliamentary elections presidential election bi jeex na léegi fu mu nekk ni parliamentary election moo nekk di ñëw happen ci te man mii sax dama bëgg a taxaw pour nekk parliamentary pour participer ci parliamentary election
so all the qualities so
I have all it takes am naa the age xaaral ma noppi so loolu la ñuy waxtaanee tey comme as time goes dinañ ubbi line si pour mun a gis na yéen tamit mun ngeen a call ngeen dugal si line bi contribute ñu dugal leen si yéen tamit ngeen jox seen thoughts ak ñi nga xam ne declare nañ ne dañ bugg a participer ci parliamentary election because gis na ne atum ren bi doon na youth si génn si nañ bu baax a baax pour take part in the parliamentary election te doon na loo xam ne it's something very important it's very remarkable pour mun a gis ne the youths are taking the lead so loolu la ñuy waxtaanee tey yéen tamit ngeen daal di call ci 7949214 moo nekk number bi xam naa gars yi nañ bi la number pour mun a gis ne yéen tamit mun ngeen a call ngeen joxe seen thoughts si loolu kon naa bàyyi suñ ñu koma bi parce que moom suñ rona bi bintu bi parce que moom
man ni kuma rona wi dama jàppa
Aïssatou ko li nekk fii wala may mën a nekk fii tàngu nga dee gis bintu nag mu sawar a def bi
déedéet time boobu yéen a nekkoon rona wi man musuma nekk rona wi su ma fi nekkute dama di nekk si gannaaw caméra bi rek bu leen ma xooli noonu man duma di musa daw si caméra yi rek laa di nekk Ngol mbal konton na amba falali ko Birr Gambia la mu yalon kun ka natal je jang every week from Monday to Thursday. A programo le mu yalon kun ka kuwole ka cha mu yalon ko itata nimbanku la karola mu yalon ko fa di malen bang fa ku malen doron bar yalon Gambia lem doron bele tamu Gambia ti fen fen di yalon ko wolen Gambia le nyato tati rek Gambia bele nyanta nala nga ka cha bidun kana mun ka cha wolen an na deputy bungola ka cha mu yalon ko a ngaje le nyina fonninkewol fintitala mun yalon ko wollel mo youth solti kana nan puri fanay nalo ngajele mun be molla dipiti bungoto dolbi je wol yesanji jamaki je le hani fen ima ke je a ngawol ninko be woltu la je doron gambe be felal kante be ma fa mun na fang malon jumale molla dipiti ti malon jumale ika fa mantara gambe ko na aisa
na ne malon
ika fa tol mantara gambe ko non ka development o munge site be lan tol ma soto ntol be a birkamala area council ma fa bar ngane wolbe the sani mentereng yo ba bar ngajele a wolbe damen to ma fangola fang ima wollel to fango duku sa kontol men jam fatila isa ajibe sala ajibe damen tolbe damen I fango ya ne development no nyanta tala jele new settlement bari ajel ikan tol bula mullo kono a mun yalon ko ika fa mantara gambie ko anni na ta ajibe seng minister jamabe steering je bar ni na ta kole akula ntol bijele mamusu to mun yalon ko abelola sa gamien sulata yutsul la mun yalon ko ila mind be fresh ila blood be fresh mfata yela kotulla imentara doko
so bitule for the ako minta funding ke la min yalon ko ila mind is fresh ila blood it's fresh in fact e fengo mi yalon ko mo kutol min package ko ne akata
lafta wala aisa
let's shift to Maimuna. So naka nga gisee young people taking the lead gis nañ the likes of Keksane Keks ku ko xam si National Assembly bi su ñëwee wàllum joxe accurate information xam na terms and conditions si National Assembly naka la di demee loi in general Keks daf ko xam ñu gis Omar Saibo Camara ñu gis in fact Momodou Sabally of UDP who
Gambia
is Gambia spent mu ngi announce that dafa run for parliamentary elections this year. So you're not gonna say young people taking the lead.
First of all, it's something like us the young people, then go over our welcome. So we are very happy to see that the young people are ready to take the lead. Comme nous kagaba here Gambia su bahe ñun la baha te ñun the youth si ñoo wara génn ci pour mëna gis ne mën nañu jël di wala ñoo leave everything in the hands of the older ones. It's high time pour ñun youth si génn ci ñu mëna jàppale suñu boppa daal because everything youth yi ñoo ne gën a suffer ci dëkk bi fii when it comes to politics when it comes to elections politicians yi li nga xam ne moo nekk di youth ñoom la ñoo use we shouldn't be there pour nekk di clap for them wala di egg si kaw moto yi wala toppa gaa during their political campaign fu naa loolu la fa doy léegi ñun ñoo war a génn si ñu take the lead pour mun a gis ne ñun tamit it's high time ñoom tamit ñu vote for us pour mun a gis ne mun nañoo dem ñu deliver up to expectation because soo seetee National Assembly bi dañ soxla li nga xam ne moo nekk competent nit yi nga xam ne de su think pour mun a gis ne mun nañoo jàppale li nga xam ne moo nekk gis nañ fi lu fi happen di draft constitution ak yeneen happen na ci biir National Assembly so li doon na loo xam ne it's something ñu ngi audio si pour ñu gaa génn si te xam naa ne am the support of Gambian people because Gambian te lii la bëgg pour mun a gis ne ndaw yi mun nañoo take in everything in their own hands pour mun a gis ne mun nañoo toppatoo suñu boppa kon mag yi tamit it's high time tam ñun tamit ñu toog ñu jàkkaarloo ak gaay
at least ñoom xam nañ affaire si lu mu demee so ñoom mun nañoo at least take a step back ñu asi young people forward ñoo xam ne they're very competent we know all these political parties ñu nekk si biir Gambia bi fii am nañ ndaw yoo xam ne they're very competent wax naa ko Keksane of PDOIS ku xam Keks dëggantaan he's very competent he's educated xam na luwa suñu waxee Omar Saibo Camara nekk na koo xam ne he's an advocate went to the University of the Gambia mu ngi doon def mu ngi si fact check center bi ñoo xam ne ñoo dee determine whether yow soo waxee dala whether it is true or not gis nañ fii Momodou Sabally ku xamut Momodou Sabally si biir Gambia bi ku xamut Baba la commando si Gambia bi I think we should have some of people like Sabali and others to come forward, and then they'll be take ownership of luñ am. Xam nga nit yi yëpp mënuñ ta nekk président. Man mënuma nekk président, but suma xamee ne comme suma doole bi fii la nekk. So I think I can actually go for the other one than nekk president. So we are seeing a lot of positive impact, during this past 2 weeks. Because more the finte kan nanne kafuko itol nganyo minte ka run for presidency, which I think it's very important. So nino ni mo sifa so tamnya ko ibe bankoni mole sambala nyato kaje ko itol ni tata parliament ibe minkela wala nyinko ibe mole katefa ye sindije. Not because of, yes, you are from a political party, we understand that. No one is disputing that, but what political party will finally constituency la soto ibota dami. Ite ibota dami ite la constituency mu walti. Mwole karte fay. So inyanta ka si wala la toya la National Assembly. But ikaji lako most of these names ikatara National Assembly just to push one person's agenda, which is the president. Ikanyina ko imole tu iko. Nim president no lafta nyina ibole kala. So I think public awareness nana taka karte fay moye amake just for the parliamentary elections, but for presidency as well, because important moye be la karte dira me ite karte dira mo mi alon ka development sambale because nana ta development la karo jio boleto kurang boleto sila deda boleto. So nyimbe ke to kuloti mi anko, I think every constituency in the Gambia, for be provinces, for be CRR, for be lower river region, for be North Bank, ibe dawoda development nyanta ka futeya anu mol mini alon ko wala nyanta ka futandi atolia wala nying representative so to mini alon ko wala ba represent at the National Assembly.
Aisante, I'm very happy to see our young people. They are ready to take responsibilities, and also Nico responsibility. Yalong young people will fana nina tira responsibility fana na karola. Itolal konga fanyame itolal mind fresta and itolal fana mumoti muyalong ko. Itol young people will need a mal sita yetara a debate can come ibe Gambia ila National Assembly nina jibe bankola nyato ta kuja mabiji akakacha wala to sai woto kebal itol nyanta tara dindingol ye kumale yeta bak ye dindingol bula bari comme dindingol se ala mind se fresh nyawnya nsula te tol fananale comme kebal la itol le mita fanan comme ila advice mol sula tilal banina ta jibe itol fanan jamal bije sondo mo nyanta bala farale ya jibe ko ite meta nyindula tole sanji jele iman ku make noji wata al chance di dindingol wo yut sol fanan kono musol fanan nyanta kera multi mun ko mol nyanta chance dine la le kat muso wala duniati muso awal dawada suwo suni tata je doron ni muso te je doron o suwo bukata no nyato o suwo fase ase manke ku jamal laje woto ningbe youth sol tala be empower la muso fana nyanta kera moti me alon ko yesi
politiko kono wala kumoti na ko na ndia no ko nyata non. We have the likes of Tumanjai Sifal and Yakumba Jete Sifal. Mini alon ko be National Assembly all the time. Kaji ko be very vocal. They're bold enough to take decisions. Nino musu Sifal soto na National Assembly.
Bebetia bayalo jang comme musul meta musul kele nyamen ko muso kango manyana kasika muso amanyana aka sembos in this modern time yalo mol delta wala sai nen kuol be change kan anu sai yan nin kuol be change kan akatale step by step mo be buka juso funo nya ibitale step by step fo sai muso be na hani nyi musol mun be je ya think ya try ba kele kan ni nata jibe a lot of women are looking up on them. They want to be like them. Imu role model lati musu jamai ya nite muso tibe siring suo kono ye nyong muso ja abe finti la be nyina kete fana motivate la nite man nite ke ba yata fokapal ita ke no la idingol mun be je fana be empower la pour ye finti ye ken sifat ya long tol Gambia na nyim belief sifat ameta den safa Africa famo be Africa famo be muso itolia mera muso nyanta kera moti mu yalon ko ay tara suwo kono abe futu kan ay tara wanyola animal be fenke banina ta jibe both a woman and a man we all have a responsibility though it can't be 50-50 Nte 50-50 kenole. No, I don't believe in 50-50. Muso ni ke wana te kenola 50-50. But at least muso fana nyanta 25% sota la mu yalon ko aha. Ate fana mbita wala nya. Nte ngaje wala nya. The National Assembly ke wol bije man tara do kula. Ibado wala ni men lota ni place o di men hando man ni jeni je yajele. Amari ibajele jeni je wo kono ka wara fenteng fo molla hakol doro. Mo jama nyanta men do mo leite ko ete dam ma ya do ma ate bete ya wala na sa ya tari mo fo be
And the saddest part is they barely go to Mialuko, Ibotan and Dami. Sometimes Kafako maybe some electors do complain Kafako maybe time to time the election is approaching. That is the time they see them there. And also we have to say loud and clear here. We are tired of seeing our MPs sleeping at the National Assembly. To be honest,
Jinko.
Jinko.
And for pare mai, the most important part is that Nialonko, Gambia lem, Kango be kunta yen. Sio be kunta yen. If you know that you cannot speak English, speak another language that people will understand. But some of them niba jibera for inyo katora fa.
Yes.
Mola National Assembly members so nibe debate la dol bije wol kaf angale sifa fo. Ndesan ka bala fa Gambia ine fang Aisha wala na Gambia man ta nyato.
Yeah. Mbafuta la jere. Sign Nigeria United Democratic Party press conference commandino. Naje Usenu Dabo ya for let's go back a little bit now that the presidential election or Carola. According to the allegations that the said, your election practices like and other stuff. So are we going to see such thing repeating itself again? Knowing ko UDP itole multi-million ko nana ta parliament la karo. You most certainly, in fact, they have the majority at the National Assembly. So for now they're competing for the almost all the 53 seats constituencies in the country. Dula bail if compete and Nigeria karo. Are we going to see the same thing repeating itself again? Knowing co-president Baroye election win la fa parade.
Maybe
it's going to be a challenge.
It could be possible. Kato niaje ning ayatara UDP. It's only evidence na soto komen be bulo kono nte. If it's me na evidence ni mba fintindilal bawa altata court itol ma fenke itol nyanta legal action muntada imata sai ko nyimbe nyamente ning ayatara yemen photo nyale. It is possible that wa menketa nunga abe repeat la le kote nata itol la evidence mu ya so andi sota la ko la evidence mu be bulo kon evidence senayari ngol wote nyanta bondila le mu yalon ko abe Gambia ma ko la katu. We have seen a lot of people there sai ni wo mo sifal natana ikoybe muruna je wo people or women beje me imni muruntana je ibetara in the favor of the president and ku yalon ko abita banko la nyato tala itelo la bari tol mu yalon ko abe febola at least doro itol be kusoto la je ibe la hajo jara la je their main focus would be on that. Gambia mamata kotenke Gambia bala falam kadu mol ka bata mol yene mol ka sofale ni election ol sida mol be borim ne be purun danko dorong mu yalon ko mol ka taraki kam pour Gambia la na fale kan ka at least ni tata dawda iba fale ko ni men man jiyo so de iba fale mbe pompo nati la jang be nyin kera jambal ma ko ila kurangal mol mun yalon ko ibe suffering for so many years ibe siring ima wosoto they want development. Sai wole nana ite nana ye jikindi wa development na foka pare ni natana ite lafta men na ni osota foka pare ni no mola bante me blame man politician ol blame ngam wala blame mun yalon ko mol kanana yo ye quartier fay moye anatana ay promise ay fail what the same person natana ko tenke ay fengen te ka fale tumando fani bitaje
no ko fale ko momo campaign te ko during ila campaign 3 ya fale ko be ni nakala na constituency imake so there is no need pour te quartier fay you want to run for to seek for another time because nino ka minta ko mpo man la fin fon but are Gambians actually willing to actually elect more many ko they capable they have the standard because Nsolota will sign the National Assembly
definitely
because at times the National Assembly is the weakest anata Africa because at times ikajelo ko mu jamal ka ni Senegal national kelo be ka ko dulan nanata decision making
yeah
Ghana for example Seattle. So the National Assembly nyantaka a very strong dulati mi yalonko hani president on form manyana ka hanya
the problem is what bi dafa bari ciow bi dafa bari. The long and short of the story is soon politic buñ amé ci dëkk fi in as much as we don't change the way we politic luñ dé défé sun politique bi mom we will continue to suffer because neexut Gambian bi sun politique bi is all centered on tribe suma mbokal. That is the only thing. Because danga gis dina la orle kii xam naa ne lu ma ko santa pour mu def munut ko do deliver up to expectation but the only thing li nga dégg ñoo bokk koñ
waaw wala she or she is a prominent member si
party bi wala he is my relative in as much as ñu ngi def suñu politique waaye ñu ngi amee concept yooyu noonu we will continue to suffer and I think Gambians love to suffer because
we love to suffer
because danga gis ne obvious danga xam ne kii lu mu nekk def ne it's on done but yet still su ñëwee demand for another time nga joxati ko loolu mooy mi ne yaa ngi gis every time people are watching news ñu ngi seetaan télé ñu ngi gis dëkk yi opé ñu nekk di sofee danga gis a whole village duñ am teen wala duñ am pompe benn teen kese lañ where's the MP duñ gis MP bi there are certain people sax they don't even know they are MP
no
I for one man kan naa gis suma député bi
man
your
kan mooy suma
we're
député
having two people
when did I last
two or three people ñoo xam ñu ngi contest for Latrikunda Sabi I think Babukar Furus Drame of the UDP is also I'm vying for the position of MP and the other lady from PDIS as well Korea
Aminata
Korea. So we are seeing women and young people because Fulus Kini, yep, they're both young people. So I think we'll be seeing images of those that are interested in some of these constituencies. You sit and send pictures. Yes, because we think people need to know the people that they are voting for. You know, every day nga duga si sa moto bi nga dem nga talk, you know, you don't even amulo sa yo koy waxat. I think that's Aminata Korea, you know, for PDIs. Are we seeing Halifa running for this time? There are rumors he's not.
Mom later everything. Mom election bi su jeexee mom he's done. And I think the other lady Kerenki moy Fatmata Jallo something like that. Yes, she's from PDIS seen jigéen bokk na si seen executive yes moom mooy taxaw in his opposition te moom tamit doon na te moom tamit doon na jigéen boo xam ne tamit daf di participate bu baax a baax when it comes to li nga xam ne moo nekk politique so it's something very important ñu li leen bëgg jigéen ñi génn si leen ngeen taxaw ngeen mel ne ñoom Tuuma Njaay ngeen mel ne ñoom Yakumba Jiite ñooñu doon na jigéen yoo xam ne ñu leen gën a soxla si biir National Assembly bi
waaye yéen ñaar moom kañ leen lañu
very soon
why people like Halifa mom xam naa ne moom même jiital na si keneen moom we need him at the Parliament House why there are certain people we don't need them
certain people
why
like
if it did it I'm not here to mention names but some of them they know that they are not fit for the place
like jox ñu example yu ko fa ne diga neex yàlla boroma fitul pour nekk si
Aisha some areas people are not seeing any development there and there are people that are representing them there like my own side Perlimentary and also the Birkama area council area they are not working. It's most especially when during the raining season when you go around there even cars will not be able to pass through so those people are not working so it's better for them to change people that will be representing them there and also
I had an audio mi yalonko abota mole kam mi yalonko abota patire to pati ba fon Gambia ako mulkana ni National Assembly comme ke as something mi yalonko hay bafla na bintulo ne wala tina wala bintu meta pati konon wala tina nyanta ka pati nyinta ay wala yo mo nyinta yalo di pati yo tole toya ako momo yalon ko ilafta ka run for this parliamentary election tete la molia ini ila molia kacha nyata no yete le tombo yene ne la pati to ya foko yente le tombo mete tombo they prefer someone else. Yo fenko bulo mari weta bari tolle wo mari fonga tombo. But ofana ayra executive soul won bakel. Kaje ko ikana sentiments use or imanya naka bias nana ta ila mole be min tombon wala ka foko karimeta pati karira waki namba choose la nyime mole ti mi alon ko tonya abote na pati to but then abu kan dulato mi alon ko abo nyanta ko le represent household. He or she is not actually representing you as a party. Abote la party to yala but then abe mole represent kamini alon ko abota constituency minto. So it's very important pour Gambia non to fana yen hakilo tenkundi demanding because nana to 2016 la election la ku manas ku mi yalon ka kata ye anu ku manaranke ku jama kata 2016 election and we don't want that to repeat itself again. Mole tami la multi ye momo tombo fine, it's okay. But I prefer a national assembly that is going to be led by young people, competent young people. And Kabrina Sabalije, he's interested in running for Busumbala constituency. Now Seku Bajaju, he has a competitor. Because Sabali, for example, and for example, we multi alonko, mojama laftala. Amake kabota patiyo mi fonga but more lafta Sabali la. And Naji Fanako, though UDP has a very strong hold in Busumbala. So Seku Baketa Multimial, he has a competitor. And Amanyanaka is a 2016
strategy use.
No, it's not even strategy. It's a victory use. Kafoko. Even this election on you
yes, because don't allow have the one say by Sunel Bubahaba the National Assembly to be dominated by the ruling party. Yes, we should be very, very mindful because number one, do basis on democracy, do basis on deka we should be very, very mindful when it comes to this parliamentary election because don't need to have danaka dina wax ne ñom ñoo nek sun nguur sa because ñoo dé am that physical communication with sen nit yi pour ñu dem ci national assembly bi gaay joju ko when it comes to our money sun xaliss bi naka la ko nguur spending and all that stuff ci national assembly bi lañ ko waxtane
but national assembly ñun sun national mota mané ne we have a very weak national assembly because most of sun ministers yi they ñew ñu assi lo hamne people nit yi sa du how they spent that expenditure or that money. We know the Minister of Finance, all eyes should be on Ministry of Finance. No bankola kodo baby odulaleto. So if the minister is at the National Assembly, he needs to be interrogated very well. On how the government spends some of these things. Now we are seeing the Ministry of Health. It is the most corrupt ministry, because none of the COVID-19 relief fund you're spending, it's too much. And then some of these expenditures, it has been done unnecessary. Sorry, Dr. Samantha, it's one of my favorite ministers in Kemala.
What are you
So Najero Usman Silla Mimbota Banyun Not will also be running for
a second term.
Nanata Banyun Not La Carola. And Usman has been a very good and prominent one of the prominent people now at the National Assembly Carola. With all due respect and all Abota Patio Minto, I respect PDIS for standing with the people all the time, Nanata decision making La Carola, which I think it's important. Very much important. And lafta wo mo sifa like a continue all the time.
Loolu yëpp dem na ka ñëw bugg sa réew la rek moo dee waral loolu soo ñu wax gaa yu nekk di seetaan ñu call ci 7949214 it's not about presidential election because su fekkee ne presidential election ni ko 9 bi ñu ngi kurukuru ñun fu nekk ni duñ mën a
parliamentary
so it's parliamentary yéen tamit am ngeen seen kaddu am na li nga xam ne loolu ngeen buggal seen gox yi nga xam ne foofu ngeen bàyyeekoo every time yéen a ngi seetaan news
di nga dégg a lot of them ñoo xam ne ñu ngi si diaspora bi comme noonu lañ ko defee si président presidential election bi rek you know
loolu lañ bëgg ngeen jàppee ko si
ngeen dictal seen gars yi su ñëwee wàllum
ngeen sensitize
them
gars
and then sensitizing them with regards to ibera carte diram because joxe nit sa carte mi nit danga ko jox sa baat
ak sa kaddu
pour mu dem toogal la foofu noonu si National Assembly so it's very very important and also dinañ am some of these people xam naa ne Kex tey dafa busy because call nañ ko ba sona you know but he could have been a very good nit boo xam ne tey mënoon naa toog fii mu waxtaan ak nit su ñëwee wàllum parliamentary election bii nii so dinañ ko try as time goes on fii balaa week bi di jeex we will still have the same topic again pour ñu gis ñu mun a sensitize suñ general public bi because I think since last year National Assembly voting it is based on whom you know ak kii lum defaral party am bi moo tax ñu jox ko nga kii bokkoon na si struggle bi waaye rek xam nga ñu ñamal ko waaw so te ñooñu nag ñoo nekk ak nit yoo xam ne defuñ seen constituency yi dara yi man fenne ko dulanto kata si parliament like kamo kilina agenda push and which I think that it needs to stop. You are there to represent the people and the if you are representing the people you represent the people with honesty and integrity because lolu mo gëna important lolu mo tax sa nit ñu gëna la buga but we are not seeing that. What we are seeing is kari de abatata nu ne de wala abatata nu ya jambe time so mature na mako a quartier soto amanya naka ko nyam so it's very important. We are seeing the likes of Sabali, the likes of Tumanjai, Aminata Korea, Keksane, you know, and we are seeing a very prominent and educated young person coming from Kombo South this time around. Mineka lawyer, Babukar Kuli.
Yes, independent candidate.
Yes, and then mom mungeta hawal independent candidate.
Yes. So the what we dem naka ñew tamit we also need to sensitize the electorate because where Gambia fee is a norm that now mean nañ ko sax li presidential election len gëna fonk because wax dëgg neex yàlla parliamentary election ñu bari duñ dee génn dem sànni carte xam nga most of the people duñ dee génn participate so I think it's high time every time yéen a ngi complain and all that stuff yëpp changes yooyu dafa mun a happen when it comes to li nga xam ne moo nekk si suñu député yi foofu tamit war nañoo génn ñu dem sànni ji carte mun a sànni li nga xam ne moo nekk kooku lañ gëm ne su demee si néegi député dinañu defaral lii ak lii ak lii waaye toog di wax ne man du ma sànni carte parce que amul njëriñ because Gambian bi am na that concept di wax ne duñ sànni li nga xam ne moo nekk parliamentary election so boobu tamit doon na loo xam ne war nañ ko fulal bu baax a baax xam naa dafa nekk time weeru koor de maa si lekkakat yi mi nga xam ne
may muna nte amira aniaje abi mol buka pare ba ke ka carte fay ni nata nyim parliamentary election comme mol ka jele be constituency min na ya jele ko jebe nyamen aben nyamen for how many years abe wala nyama ha ite mi yalon ko fa wala ba represent kanje ta jele ay nalla ma fa wala ninku be keninji mi yalon ko dinal be kole yaku kono altajere fo bare Gambia National Assembly fana même problème tije wala nyinti ko itol mol min yalon ko itol be the same party inata ibe loring party kilingole itol buka nyo challenge itol kamen ibuka nyo la kumo challenge ni ndoye man fa rek nyinka wala ke ibuka nyo challenge ikatara kuma itol be katara the same site le mun yalon ko ini wal mantara party killing ikatara wala against kan always ando ngamera ake anya meng important wala na atol mo moti mun yalon ko hanal be the same party ni yalon ko itela nying amantara idea mum fo mu yalon ko na tata ate Gambia mako la be kela ate kela based on the interest of the Gambian maybe atela side about tele fibulaji ngamera ya against dorong ite ni idea na mu yalon ko ite amira wala fango yalon ko wala ni mole side mu yalon ko ini mantara ini be different party leto ni wala kumunati mu yalon ko akuma yata wolbe Gambia sambala nyato mbenga ke onyaman kana tara politiko ke mu yalon ko Gambia la politiko be based on like itol al nyanta kanyo against la nyinyi decision of hanatara nyinta correcta rete manyenna ko ta ite nyanta kila on fenko nat anda abanko bukata wonyato wala na Gambia filter Gambia filter ka moni politique yake nyame ay kanyo enmity yake walati ning benyin party do to ning benyin party do atol manyan ka diam nyoy atol nyanta ka taranyo against but may muna mira last time ntata nung jana o conference center nyinto IC fenko minke political muni alon ko itol ay bebe from different party ngejele ibe ka chakan fonka foko mol gambianol muni alon ko itol man awe political la
Yeah,
ko
but
la
I'm not
ha
working
wa ha
like
itolel
The
buka
problem is
itole buka
Ntol the
understand
electorates, Ntole ka see,
Ntole ka
and
see,
insulted
ha,
each
ha.
other. But Kabrin Tata, we've seen different people from different
Mhm,
political parties. Is it a trouble killing? They all eat together.
mhm.
The Funtata, when they were going out, they were chanting and
Mhm,
all that
mhm,
stuff.
mhm, mhm.
But Hazali will see far, Bintu will see far, you told the Betula
Ay sa ture nyol si fal kabulo raw
Konyo.
raw ni bente be nyongurun dare be kifuro kereto ya mo walen politiko ni ma awe ya fengolo do rete ka batala bar mun yalon ko itol awe ya ta ya understand do itol kay ni ye je silo kan fon fe nya ka boy kalon ya to nya politiko manke kuti mu yalon ko a nyante ke la fitinol ti wato wata albe nyo agents da nalbe da albe kuma jawol fola nyuma reka ha mu yalon ko fon ni mol camera ha in ha real life albo wal nyama tarandi sam politiko abe mu fake leti doro ntol mun katara jibe la tele kono be ku mol moy la te mol be itebe do hit la aya tara wo mo fulol tema ni dun taye the next day yana wolje ibe feyala ibe tay bina ngane wolu ni modol bije mun yalon ko itol katara son kala politiko la ko le nyaay nyunu je ibe damal be kachaka ida mal be sirin tabul kini ngoto ibe domoro ibe malla lefa
Okay, sai bari na lon ko UDP ko be 50 the contest la throughout the country, only 53 constituencies. Na je PDOS fana start ka la mol finti ni alon ko wala be run for parliamentary. Fana aliye mojala min lafta ka run for APRC. You know, apart from NPP, because now NPP names, so I think they're maintaining their places, so people are challenging them. Now, election of Carol.
Yes.
I know Talinding we are having 3 candidates. The current name Mumu Farnota Jawarati, I think Atawa Bokanang under the ticket of NPP. We have Pa Ibu Sonko under the ticket of APRC, and we have Musa Baji under the ticket of UDP. Musa ketal nung motimialonko amu kansulo tinu. Then abota kansulo yala I council you kota bara master alusta wala so you are nominated at KMC. So we are now seeing 3 people minyanko whatever contest come on the different political parties in Thailand. So it's going to be very much interesting.
Yes.
Namela nunko nanata NPP la ning APRC da Karola bari iko nyadi futu ken wala bije but na jela ko ito do lafta ka run for in a different political film gola. So which I think it's because NPP win the talending. So sinaje nobody ano ita win no talending fana because na ta talending la Karola. NPP is stronghold so the UDP is stronghold so the so I think it's going to be a very very tough one for Honorable Farmata Jawara. So she needs to tighten her belt. Nana Tawala Karo. So just to let you all know, you're still watching the Birr Gambia show live here in our studios. If you want to contribute or call, you can call on 794-9214, 794-9214. Ato minuben jibe kanana ta diaspora la Karola. Atol fana se kumo soto yalbe min fola kaje ko ali yalla mol sensitize milbe Gambia jang aning you know na other areas so nana taybe de carte di la minala andu sarto la bi yemini alon ko jani be carte di la minna wo mari nyin wala wo mari nyin la sarto yalo fa pareta but ita flando because ining been to be the same political party when my the same political party il after ka carte fa no along natata household abe represent la nyami wala kumayata min kumayata wala nyin ka be te mari represent la nyami. Why? Because young people wanted to take the lead now at this year's parliamentary election. It's because they deem it necessary and they think that it is the best thing that they could do for the people, for their people. Because imimolati mini alonko, it all form molati minupota or mol corner. So it all mola you know, they feel their pain and the struggles that they're going through. So what important in terms you know na na household Karola.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Gambian Talent TV.
Tori mani wa komandiro ke kaminto.
Nta kan to wasle.
Ita wasle matu masan.
Ha, ala sayame.
Okay. Say ita mina fola nana tabi na show la karo.
Yeah, ala programu interest every time kala moy but then album kumun for is very interested most especially when it comes to women in the parliament. I think it's high time Gambia molyo vote ke women sole na trena musu jama stop parliament kono ibaja it will bring women empowerment. You understand? Akatna from bangko ko develop. You understand? Comme ala sukudu do ya fanyame fo bintu lembang ya fo ko konunto mul ko concerns do wala musul ka tara place balto. You understand? Even though musul ning kyo ba 50-50 shadow but then say mo mantlo generation kono anymore. You understand? More than modern generation ko mi yalon ko musul karanta kyo karanta musul ning kyo 50-60 shadow no but then when it comes to parliament and even like government places or whatsoever, manya da katre na women soul in power ni sindi palaso de bajila address the day if an ambitious fan feel and development of kala in that particular country most especially Gambia.
Okay, so I have a constituency juma.
Nta because nta constituency mimbije amantra do wala. So mba try kane at lola anymore so mul ba bond la jele na mo kuto kiji
Maimuna ka todu
ako
mari tondum alla MP alla present MP wotodu
Siri po songo
okay omi chairman hello
Yes, welcome back. And caller was talking about something very important, which is women empowerment. It's high time. Me along ko muso nyante ka fundi. Women take the lead when it comes to li nga xamne mo nek election bi nga xamne bobu la ñoo wajal ci ne gis na jigen yi nga xamne ñu ngi gëna ci pour participer ci li nga xamne mo nek parliamentary election, but the saddest thing da dégg Gambian si dañoo complain suñu MP bi nekkul di liggéey suñu MP bi nii naan at the end of the day soo ko laajee kat mu nekk sa MP de wula noonu MPs so loolu tam I think is their responsibility pour ñoom tamit ñu mun a xam seen MPs ñu xam ñan ñoo leen nekk di represent si li nga xam ne moo nekk si biir néegi député parce que doon na place boo xam ne place bi nga xam ne la adduna bi yëpp boobu lañ lay toog di ko xool te soo bàyyi sa xel tamit constitution bi may na the president pour mu nominate 5 nit yi nga xam ne dinañ fa nekk si National Assembly bi ñu ko ñaan li lay war a suuri when selecting those nominated members, it shouldn't be based on li nga xam ne moo nekk party issue and all that stuff. Seetal li nga xam ne di war nañoo yóbbu gaay foofu pour yow fil nga ne war ngaa nominate gaay pour ñu nekk foofu ci national the likes of that di lady ki nga xam ne ku nekk foofu on behalf of the different disabled xam nga ñoom tamit the last time they were talking about it ñoom tamit dem bëgg a gis li nga xam ne moo nekk the differently disabled ñu nekk si suñ biir cabinet bi and all that stuff waaye ñoom tamit I think it's high time pour ñu génn si ñu mun a represent seen interest fi nga xam ne moo nekk ci biir National Assembly bi so balaa ñoo dem rek we have comments from ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi follow li nga xam ne moo nekk programme bi foofu ci Facebook nga am kooku di Brixton mu ne am respect Bintu am na fi e fan kooku nga xam ne mu nekk Jalima di ma jëfang mu ne hello nga am Peter Abraham mu ne electorates are tired of hearing sweet words from the politicians and yes a call is coming in so I'll buy Aisha pick up that call
I'll buy Aisha
Gambian English
السلام أنا مش فهمت مندينك تكلم عربية لما فهمت عربية
isa mandinka ka fono kuri mo se la moy no yemoy
مش فهمت مندينك عربية
ate Arabia le moy ndol ma arab ko moy techno call bi so yes I think it's high time hasali mu ñu jangal ñu den speaker balate alandele ko ate alandele mom dafa tek call bi so I was reading comments from ñi nga xam ne ñu seetaan from Facebook. Peter Abraham mu ne sweet electorates are tired of hearing sweet words from the politicians. Nothing changed in the country. Yes, nothing changed in the country. No incentive for our poor farmers. Citizens are not enjoying anything from our natural resources. Family heads cannot buy fish for their family. Very sad. Yow bu nga jënde. Muhawada mu ne assalamu alaikum sisters. Yes, we have a call.
Okay.
Pick up the call.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Nail.
Fine.
Man maa ngi collé Germany.
Germany.
Sa tur bu neex bi.
Man Abubakar laa tudd Abubakar.
Abubakar xanaa nga xiif yokkal baat bi.
Yokkal baat bi tuuti.
Déggu ma nga ne?
Ma ne nga yokkal baat bi tuuti nga gis ñu mun a laa dégga.
Ok, Abubakar laa tudd Abubakar.
Abubakar santa bu neex bi.
Minte.
Minte.
Wow.
Okay, Abubakar, you're telling me what's the contribution bi.
Season program.
Wow.
Man njëkkee ku mujjee call la yini mi la muy laakantu arab xaw ma naka. Moom naka la xamee programme bi ba moo call naan du mun a laaka ba laaka bu arab moom lan la. Tooñu ma de jamuloo ñii dañ waane nii la gaay mel na laaka luñ mun a dégga.
Waaye dinañ jàng arab ñun tamit. Yeah, internet bi. Hello. Yes, mu ngi am moo tax internet bi nanguwut. Waaye di ko wax ne mun na moo callati back pour mu ñu gën a waxtaan ak moom. So I will still continue with the comments. Kooku di Muhawadda mu ne assalamu alaikum dear sisters. The program is so productive and interesting. I will be following it from now on. Keep up the good work. We appreciate it. Kooku di Jalimade Jufang mu ne hello, good evening everyone. Good evening. So ñu wax ko Abubakar rek moom na kolati baag pour mun a gis ne ñu gën a wax parce que moom tooñkat la parce que moom tooñkat bu mag la so gis ngeen affaire show bi nii la nekk di demee fii si li nga xam ne ñu ngi waxtaanee li nga xam ne moo nekk di upcoming parliamentary election doon election boo xam ne Gambien si ñu ko paral bu baax a baax ñu am voters card yi génn ren ñu dem sànni carte the likes of ñoom ay Aïssatou Touré ñoom Musu Keba they don't have voters card so ñooñu jarut ñu count leen they don't know their MPs sax that is the saddest part amuñ seen MPs ñi nga xam ne ñoo leen nekk di represent si National Assembly so know your MPs yooyu tamit is a challenge from now on.
You have to know your MPs. It's very important.
Because I have an MPM.
Ma de president di liggéey du lo ko liggéey.
Man dama ko jox lo. Hanga yeen seen mas yi yéen a dee tax ngeen dem élec koo xam ne dafa incompetente ñu dumul di la
nelaw rek nelaw rek ak yéen ci ngom
muy nelaw rek ak yéen ci ngom
ay sa xam ne loolu yëpp soo ko def comme nit tamit soo ko suy liggéey nit ñi dañ ko dee xam waaye soo liggéeyutee kenn du la xam te kenn tamit du la liggéeyante parce que daf dee fekk ne waaw sooy liggéey nit ñi dañ la dee xam waaye soo liggéeyut kenn du la xam nekkul di liggéey waaw
voters card bi is valid so yow doo mun a sànni
Aïssatou Touré moom am na wala
Aïssatou Touré this presidential election man ko first living am
moom xam nga saraxule la ñoom ñëfi xaalis la gom mu ñoo génnal xaalis di ñu bribe ndeysaan saraxule yi ñoo mel noonu rek
so ba tey rek yéen a ngi seetaan suñ biir Gambia show bi boo xam ne daf dee ñëw from Monday to Thursday fii nii si suñ biir studio bu mag bi fii Gambian Talents TV comme niñ ko dee defee rek dégg ngeen ñoo xam ne ñoo nekk ñoo ñu bàyyal seen comment section bi te ñoom tamit am na ko xam ne wax na si da jëfi fishing
ak suñ natural
resources bi suñ pharmacie because soo ñëwee mbéy bi si kaw mbéy dafa important trop kon ka ñu ne agriculture is the backbone of suñ economy bi so I think suñ nguuri Gambia should invest more what da ngaa gis ne even during see during President Barrow's Meet the Farmer Store da nga gis ñu bari ñoo xam ne ñoo dee lifin mbay bi complain a lot su ñëwee wàllum fertilizers because ñu ne and machines si te ñeneen ni ñu ne according to them nguur bi nuñ la lañ dee joxee ñoom different price lañ dee jaay loolu imagine a poor farmer nga wax ne nga koo teg that expensive lifin pour mu jënda fertilizer loolu obviously da nga toroxal nit ki rek so I guess suñ nguur bi dafa war a work with the ministry suñ nguur bi together with this National Assembly members. It does not matter whether you are supporting suñ defini it does not matter lu matter moo nekka nga nekk foofu noonu pour sa
for the interest of your people and your country as well.
Matter whether you are from the UDP, whether you are from the NPP, whether you are from PDOIS, bu fekkee nit yi yow lañ falal because yow lañ gëm, then you have to work with the government, nga put your party aside and work with the government for the interest of your people.
And criticize them when it is necessary.
Well, yeah, xam nga loolu moo tax ma ne we need honest and people with integrity su ñëwee wàllu suñ National Assembly bi te man nag I have no doubts in some of the people that I am seeing wanting to run for parliamentary. So let joxe ñooñu seen carte bi ñooñu mun nañoo work towards bringing some of these basic development. I call them basic development because the nekkul development boo xam ne dangaa wax ne nguur bi dafa war a spend a whole lot of billions or millions in that area also. So important anu na carte ñanta ka di minna it's very very much important de ñanta ka lon ne Aisa ture ba foka nyekone time si
kana nyinda
Aisa inya kasa la bula esi mutabul suo kona be menteke ala bula esi Aisa ani nata ajibe fana Gambia nul ntol fangol le kan fango fel kat ni nata na ajibe ite mota mi yalonko abe dulato amantara do kula fang abe siringire ni ko National Assembly ni ko Parliament Tree House ye sitting soto amari yala ganila dunga ita siji ite be la suo kon ha
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Albe nyadi.
Mbijang todi mado ani be kumandiro ke kamin tola.
Ntem film bala program wo jibe kan live in England.
Okay, say todi mado.
Nte tomu Aliu Kamara.
Aliu Kamara.
Yeah, jazz bakaw.
Okay, Aliu bid na programo ning na a center on nana na parliamentary election la karo mi yalan ka man jam fo kotenke. Ite yaje nyaade nana ta na this year parliamentary election la karo la ani funding ke mi yalan ko ye ila interest for nana ta ka ning sirangol ni nana ta la constituency la karo.
Okay, because nte be ndafta coming contribute. Ndafta coming contribute wolem ko ye modundi momi yanko.
Memo ikan.
Ele kamwe. Okay, so sambil la okay, ye modundi parliament kono mi yad na hamga min sakeno mulla nafa kuo aya kele. Because ku jamalle kake Gambia min yanko they are not right. For example, hamga coming driver's license every year mulka kodo jo for their driver's license where it's not right. Gambia kodo man siya Gambia. So at least at least every 5 years or every 10 years like Satidul kake nyame. Things like that. But yanta ka mulde dundi parliament kono mi mul mi yanko karanta. Definitely barkafu ko ye mo mi lo yo dundi je wote Gambia sambala no anywhere. Definitely.
Say bakaw nana ta la karo ita bota bakaw ma fanjuma.
Nde bota bakaw ma fa mina non de bakaw nga sanda bota sanchabali.
Sanchaba. Okay.
Bakaw sancaba. Ban nganto fe ta nyama mo jamale ntalom bakaw. Mo jamale ndom bakaw definitely but nde siri Angleterre.
Okay.
Yeah, but akita mo motika dundi akita anybody the person have to serve the people who la nyante ke serve. It's not hamga coming ye moment long no. Gambia ni ko Gambia ron na wonya ma Gambia tita hanidula because ka fu ngakari don nin kari malo al kana keji al mo keji mo mi yanko bal na fala definitely dunia kata wul nyama Gambia be ko ma bakele hanni sai ka fo ko nga kar lolong bare kari long kari to ku kala no je boy ye mo ke je mo mi an kwa nole definitely because Gambia kata nyame boy Gambia be ko ma bakele ba ke fam hanni Africa tundo to Gambia be ko ma bakele nyanta kan hakilol to woto ye modon ti mo mi an ko xam nga rek asemol staff definitely because come on man Gambia ka warul and that all for you are doing a very very good job call follow back.
Thank you.
But nente na man kolke in my life but call follow back definitely second man in jena ning atondi fango ning jola sunkudo what is her name again Maimuna anim barin dingol kamulo you know
oh okay
ite barin la design
anim barin ya anim barin yeah ban call follow back the science and ba jibe kan you know so ba jibe kan ko nga post na from ga put
abaraka back
but I do who can the ball album and keep on good job definitely we really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Allah barka baake yeah
okay abaraka
thank you very much Mr. Kamara dégg ngeen
yes te am naa fi oncle te
waaw tey moom am nga fi oncle yow ak Fatou Saba yéen a everyday Faratu Mboka rek loolu ngeen moom
and yes a number was calling I think
yeah dina call
yes he was the one so gis ngeen Birr Gambia la ani affaire si nii la nekk di demee fii so seen parliamentary election xam nga dama bëgg a wax seen parliamentary election waaye ñun suñ parliamentary election ñoo ko moom ndaw yi tamit ni ngeen génnee si presidential election bi participate fa def lu li nga xam ne very very important Gambian si appreciate neen ko bu baax a baax ñun tamit loo leen bëgg a gis si li nga xam ne moo nekk si parliamentary election bi génn si leen ngeen ñëw ngeen participate
te Mr. Kamal xam nga dafa am lu am solo nit yi dañ dee faral di wax loolu all the time su ñëwee wàllum driver's license boo xam ne every year nga
ko dee renew
yearly waaw so instead of ñu renew ko every year mun nañ koo def every 5 years or 2 years or 3 years 5 years su baree ak gaay mun nañ koo def every 2 years.
Yeah, it's a call.
Yeah, it's a call. Hello? Yeah, hello. Is it Ketsane? Kets, I said to call you, Gambian Talents TV, and we are live. We are actually trying to call you before we go on live.
Was like busy.
Kets?
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I said actually I was busy by then, that's why I could not see you.
Okay, we just want to interview you for 3 minutes and you are live. Everyone is watching you right now.
No, they're hearing me, yeah? Okay.
Okay. We've seen you announce your intention to run for this year's parliamentary elections.
Yeah.
Yes, for is it Nyamina West?
Yeah, Nyamina West constituent.
Yes. So Minatina, what motivated you at the first place to run for parliamentary elections this year?
Yeah, actually it's just out of love for my constituency and love for my country. And I feel that I have the ability, the strength, the determination, and the will to represent my people. And I feel like my people have been misrepresented for a quite long time. And I see that it is necessary for somebody who knows the idea or who knows how parliaments work to offer myself to my people to show them that, okay, this is how a parliamentarian should run the affairs of its constituency. But for the past 4 or 5 decades or so far, the parliamentarians that I've seen, are not doing what is expected of them. Too much of misrepresentation. But what actually motivated or inspired me was the last census that was done on regards to constituencies, and I found out that Nyamina was classified as the worst undeveloped constituency in terms of infrastructural development, and Nyamina is the most poorest country in terms of what a constituency needs to be considered as a developed constituency, because we lack the roads that link our village from the main highway. There is no correct feeder road in Nyamina West. Nyamina West is the only constituency in the Gambia that doesn't have a hospital. We only have health posts that deals with this minor sickness, but they cannot cure any major or any minor serious sickness. It's just about malaria, and they give prescribed medicines for you. No ambulance service in the entire constituency in terms of emergency that can take care of you. And not only that, it's the only constituency that lack high school. There is no single high school in the whole of Nyamina West constituency. I feel that this is a misrepresentation where we have parliamentarians who should be in the National Assembly, whereby that's where the budget is discussed. And Nyamina West are people of that pay their tax, and the law is very clear that the tax should come back to in the form of a service. And I feel that they are not there to advocate for the people of Nyamina and think that I can do that. This is why I offer myself to the people of Nyamina.
You've made mention of Nyamina is not having a health center, but rather they're having a health post. You've talked about how bad the road conditions are. And we know Nyamina as place in Nyamina, whereas some of these people or residents, they are also engaged in farming as well. So how are you going to get funds with regards to helping your people at Nyamina West?
So actually, one has to first understand what is the role of a parliamentarian. A parliamentarian, we have to different. That's the role of an executive in terms of agriculture. This is why they have the ministry in terms of agriculture. And all what I can do in the parliament, when I'm there, is to make sure that the needed resources, that the budget for agriculture, I make sure that sufficient money allocated to the agriculture, because it's the backbone of the economy of the country. But the role of a National Assembly member is four important key things that must be outlined. One is an oversight. Is National Assembly members are lawmaking organs of government. We make laws for the executive to implement them, and the enforcers to enforce them, so that we'll have a just society and a society that will promote democratic principle. And our second one is an oversight over the executive. We make sure that when we approve the national budget and we give it to the executive, we make sure that we follow up the money where it goes, who spend what, where did it go, whether it is implemented properly. And the third one is advocacy. We can advocate in terms of development when government comes, in terms of construction of roads, other things. We look at the areas and advocate for our various constituencies in terms of issues. So these are the rules of a National Assembly. Any other thing that somebody tells you in their campaign, I hear them, will bill you, this will, you can do it on your person, but it's not a role of a National Assembly. But when it's come to the parliament in terms of a rural electrification project, you can say that, okay, Nyamina West, I need this and this, and I'm sure that we will definitely do that when we are in parliament. If it is in terms of vote and other things, we will advocate for them. But in terms of agriculture and all those things, it's the role of the executive. And what we have to do is to make sure that the necessary resources are allocated for the people of Nyamina West. When we know that Nyamina West, is the backbone of the Gambia in terms of more of CRR, in terms of cultivation of rice, and we consume almost $3.9 billion worth of rice that we import in this country every year. So if you can develop the agricultural sector, that means that we are putting $3.9 billion in the coffers of the country. So these are the things that we will advocate when we are in parliament.
Finally, before you go, and I know we will have a special show with regards to your intention to run for election, so that people will be well informed. As you said, most of these people are misrepresented, and then most of these people representing the people at the National Assembly are there only for their interest. So yes. So
yeah, like you said, people tend to I see them people when they elect people as National Assembly member, they take them as honorable. The office doesn't belong. The respect of the honorable is the office itself, and the office constitutes of you people who voted for these people. We tend to elect people and make them demigods, and this is what will be my first advocate in the National Assembly, because National Assembly members are in Parliament, but they are not answerable to anybody in terms of when they are not performing their function. Who will recall them to say that you are not serving us as the people of Nyamina West, and you have to come back and they recall us. There's no provision. The provision is already there when you go to section 91 of the Constitution. There is already a provision, but it says that it has to be an act of parliament that will make that an enforceable law. That if you are not satisfying the people of Nyamina West or any other constituency, the people will say that, okay, Kex is not representing us and we will recall Kex. And you need 3/3 of the people of Nyamina West to go and write a petition to the IEC. But there is no law that decides, then you are not answerable. And the National Assembly members are telling you that the executive are answerable to us. They will call on the minister, the permanent secretaries to come and be accounted. But they are not accounted to anybody, and I feel like that is not fair. You must have somebody who will check on you to know whether the reason why you were elected to office, you are doing that service. And my first task in the parliament is to make sure that we make that provision in the constitution to make sure that that act of parliament is implemented so that the National Assembly, if they feel, they will be recalled by their people that misrepresentation. This is why people continue to make, because you have no power to recall them. They must serve their 5-year term. So they can be there and they care less about the people that elect them because they must be there up to the 5 years because there's no provision that can make them to lose their seat. So it's important because I want to be fair to my people. I want the people to hold me accountable. I want when they elect me, the purpose they elect me, they make sure that that is fulfilled. If I fail to do that, they have the right to call me and say that you are misrepresenting us and you have to come back.
So how ready is KMSN in executing this tax? We know it's a very it's going to be a challenging one for you, but how ready are you?
Yeah, definitely. Parliament it deals with majority. One person can, even you have the intention, any decision in parliament, you must have the majority. I will have a very good intention when I go there, and I am so some of my members, if we are lucky, I know they all want there for a purpose, and the purpose is for all of us to build a Gambia, all of us can be proud of, and our children can be proud of and say that this is our mama land or this is our country. And you cannot have that unless you have good laws that govern so that we will have a democratic space where each and every one of us can be proud of ourselves. So in that case, I will make sure that I convince them whatever I am putting forward in terms of the development of this country to have their support so that if it comes to the floor of the parliament, I will have the support of the majority so that it can be passed and become a law that will govern this country. So I cannot do it alone, but I think everybody want to be in the good history book so that you can say that during our tenure, this is what we have achieved in terms of building the democratic space of our country. And I'm sure that people will support me if it is a noble cause, it is a good cause that all of us will benefit from it.
Thank you, KMSN, and I would love to have you again on the Birr Gambia show so that you can face the people and then talk to them and sell your agenda.
Thank you. At any time, I'm available. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Kex. Thank you. Yeah, they go.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, they are digging in waxtaan bi nga xam ne def na ko fii so ñu ngi ko encourage te xam naa ne du bañ sax pour mun a gis ne mun na
Kex moom du dee bañ Kex moom su ko oyee rek moom he is ready.
waaw mu ñëw fii ñu gën a waxtaan ak moom with regards to li nga xam ne moo nekk di élection bi nga xam ne boobu la taxaw pour mun a gis ne moom tamit mun na moo participate si li nga xam ne moo nekk parliamentary election bi te gis na ne man daal fu mu nekk nii du ma wax de
te moom wax na ne moom mu ne these executives are answerable to someone, but ñoom as the parliament are not answerable to anyone. And mom, the first thing that he would do, su ñëwee into office, moom moo nekk mu change clause boobu noonu because mom he thinks that ñoo xam ne ñooñu ñoo la falal you should be answerable to those people as well.
Yes, te loolu xam na war na moo nekk foofu sax si suñ constitution bi ne soo nekkee si biir National Assembly bi def loolu li nga xam ne loolu moo war I think your people have the right pour mun a gis ne mun na laa oo ñu replace la sax suñ gisee ne you are not nekkuloo di def what is expected of you they have all the text pour génnee la para represent la with another person am naa suñ defee loolu they would be very very mindful with regards to li nga xam ne loolu la nekk def si National Assembly it's very sad pour gis ne danga sànni nit ki karta pour mu nekk foofu to fight for you pour mu nekk sa kaddu foofu ci biir National Assembly but at the end of the day you end up seeing the person sleeping doing something nga xam ne it's undone it's li nga xam ne su ko gisee sa xol bàyyi dog
you're sleeping you're going to sleeping
Billahi.
Yes, never for the ñu yel ci ngomam all the food ñu sonal ay gane la ñu
yaa ngi foofu dem pour nga represent thousands of people ñooñu ñu ngi toog seen kër yo nga dem fofu nit ñi di wax lo xamantene dafa interest mun na yóbbu dëkk bi ci kanam ngay toog di nelaw sol sa ganila bi mel ni di jinko di yut suñ National Assembly bi loolu façon nit yooyu nii duñ leen man suula la yaame ala la gram bu bol pak al yalla fengol pak al yeta man suula wal sa suula ta
they will come for you guys
simistiyol len
borom
min yalan ko anin kostiyol yeta
so nana ta sabali la karo how do you see Busumbala constituency?
Sabali niaje he's a young man and I think nialon diji abe kela moti mu yalon ko abe du
a lot
ko
of people
kela
come Sabali Cabron, they say that Sabali is the people like Sabali should be
people like Sabali ni Sabali je comme amu molti mu yalon ko ate sila la mol
interest jibe na bam
no mamira Sabali na wo jibe do ya bondi barinte ngaminje comme Sabali mu molti mu yalon ko abe lola le comme pour ka challenge ke na yalon ko ku me yalon ko ay decision o sama na mu yalon ko amam mo febo nte lata la side la le de maybe comme he's a promising young man and mo leng mu yalon ko ku jama Gambia la banko kay ka aka itandi le comme mo mu yalon ko alafta la banko lan te nga wala ke Sabali la karo and young people jama bije mu yalon ko ay beje nge dundi dorong young people ol ni da malta te be ñoo challenge la wol man sula ñinga Senegal ni dula do la Parliament House dibe wol buka ñindi am bake wol ka kurpe ñol le sika ka fengol sika ñoo kama comme like ma fo way ken na National Assembly bari comme ku wol ñante kela la kengis ñante kela sino e bondiji sino e boni na National
problem was the nana ta
sino e boni yende jele mbuka la fike jibe bar sinya kilin ne nge jibe bari wolung fonni yo ku yata billahi Aisha.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap up before we go.
Mamba dingola amba falere binga nyine sotali na Birr Gambia so na kuo kashamu yalun ka kumata kanina ta bankula mola National Assembly mola Parliament House akeda dulati damentu yalun ka kumata ni aje kuol bitakan ku banko kandoro ota satara Yemen sindi la Parliament wala bebete ya sa ni aje Gambia be fel ni nyame nga moja ma sindi moja mal bije mun yalun ku domoro le tol be nyeba domola yalon ko fuaro itol le sindije ntolbe batala dorong itol ba di ma do mala ni men sindije ni jerek mon la junubo e wokono tambindi nyar mansula wala Gambia forward Gambia la interest dama ngamara be nyanta wal jibe la Gambia taba ni men ko be la on interest jibe la doro Gambia no al nga finting nga hanye mobe kana ke sara kulelti wol men yalon ko ni nata banko la fenko rek hani nata na to talk about something about the country what they will say is that president o abe do kula when you ask them abe mune do ku kai komanu sai foitol bina manule do malaba nteka wala kanja hali sarahule la kule itol ibuka hanyi ni nata bankula fenke ni nata mansala karola itol musunyol sifal do.
Yes, baraka bake, thank you so much. Ñi ngi jaajëfal ñëpp nga xam ne jël nañ seen time pour ñu call joxe seen contribution si programme bi ñu doon waxtaane li nga xam ne moo nekk di parliamentary election bi nga xam ne boobu lañ nekk di waajal si nii kon génn si leen ngeen ñëw sànni si seen carte si li nga xam ne moo nekk di parliamentary election so it's Birr Gambia show ni leen ko defee saa su nekk rek ba ëllëg inshallah ñu ñëwati fas yéene waxtaan ak yéen lu am solo.
Millions of people around the world don't get this vaccine. Millions of people around the world don't get this vaccine here. Coronavirus not something we do. It not sabi race, it not sabi gender, it not sabi tribe. It don't kill thousands of Africans around the world because it not been get cure. But the good news now, it don't get vaccine. Coronavirus, not all man in business. So, tell you people that way you like. On a member say, we all not safe, till we all not safe.